What's good, people? It's Lewis or bbrights and I am back with a brand new video. Today is another tips video. I'm going to give you guys some tips to make your build-ups more detailed, more spicy, if you will. Also makes a drop hit 10 times harder, builds a lot of tension and energy. So for today's purpose, we're using Kevu Song Castle, I believe it's called. If none of you have heard the song, this is what it sounds like. So yeah, that's the song we're going to be using as a template for today. As you can hear, the vocals have the effect that we're going to be showing, but I've also cut the 2 bars here, so we can just delete this here and keep the pre-drop vocal. We can add these in. As you can also might tell, there's no snares, we're going to be adding them in, and I've also remade the main melody, so this is the main drop melody here. So for the purposes of making my own build-up, I just recreated the melody here using the enhancement heroic lead. So that's that. So yeah, we can also cut this away. I've got my own snare right here, so we can add the snare. So yeah, first thing I'm going to be doing is adding the snare. Next, after that, I'll be adding the pre-drop vocal again, and then I'll be doing the drop lead, and then I'll do one more thing that we add on the master to make the drop hit harder. So they're the 4 things I'm going to be showcasing today. So yeah, let's get right into it. So let's start off with snares. To make a simple pattern, we're going to put it in right here. Just going to leave this section here. Have to drop here. There we go. My bad. So yeah, this is the build up. So now we're going to add our own snares. Most snare build ups, if you already know, for the first 4 bars it hits on each beat, and then it double times, and then yeah, we go from there. I'm going to do some little variations, nothing too complex. Then here we're going to half the MIDI note, and then just copy it over, and it makes it like that. Also remember to cut the sample, otherwise it overlaps when you play multiple. So yeah, we're going to give some spaces below this, so we can add some automations. I'm going to make this orange just for purposes. So right here we have it in the mixer. Give some mid frequencies, take the lows out. All this is standard stuff. It's the trick that comes in is with the reverb. So what we're going to do is add a fruity reverb to or any plugin. I usually use the large hall preset. Take some low cut out in the top left. You can see the hertz. I usually cut around 600. Turn the wet all the way down. Create an automation clip. Create an automation clip for the dry. And I usually set the decay to around 1.5 to 2 seconds, just to say 1.7. And I also do some separation, stereo separation right there. And then also, I usually like to create an automation clip with the snare rather than from the mixer track here. I like doing it from the sample here. So if I need to adjust the volume, I can just turn it down here. So the first one we're going to do is do the wet automation. So I usually make a point on the second bar and then do up to about 80–75%, and it sounds like this. But that's a bit too messy, so what we do is to completely shut off the reverb tail like that, and then to help with the muddiness and the just the dirty sound of the reverb here, we automate the dry. So instead of doing the same point here, we do it right on the second half, so the last 4 bars of the build up, and we do a dip here, and it should sound like this. Obviously that sounds disgusting, so that's why we create the volume automation, so we can dip that down as well. I just remembered we need to pitch the snares as well, so what we're going to need to do for that is go onto the sample, change the mode to stretch, change the pitch range to 12, create an automation clip, and pitch the last 3 bars of the build up. So it sounds like this. And then with the track, and that's that. So that's one way to make your build-ups interesting. Do some nice automations with a snare. It brings them out of the mix right in the back, then your ear just forgets about them, makes a nice smooth transition towards a drop. And we're going to do a pretty much identical thing, what we did with the snares with the vocal. So what we've got here is just the vocal from the original track.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming.
So we're going to put this on the stretch. We're going to take this last bit here and loop that. Like that. And then the same thing, put it on stretch like that, change the pitch range to 12, create an automation clip. So we're just going to select everything here, bring it down so we can get more spaces. What I like to do after I've actually done all the automation clips is just stack it all on to one, like that. So it just cleans everything up. And then, yeah, like before, pitch this up. And if you really wanted to be smart, you could just add it to number 27 here. So if we just see what that would sound like if we added this to number 27.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming.
I need to activate that.
Drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming.
And also, yeah, you want to reset that. Wrong way. There we go, like that. As you can hear as well, there's some, as like you can see the automations coming up, it will affect the vocal. So you could just reset it like that. And also do it with a dry as well. Copy the value there, paste it, and it'll sound like this.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Beating down the block, you can hear me coming.
Perfect. So that's 2 incredible ways just to spice up your build up. So we're going to put them both up here so they're next to each other. like that. Next we're going to add the drop synth in. So this melody here. I'm just going to do some very, very basic mixing because this is all down to personal preference with mixing. It mainly comes with what you want to do with the build up. We're going to add a novel tech character. Cut them nasty lows off. I'm going to do the same technique I've done before in my previous video about the sidechained reverb. We're just going to call that sidechain reverb. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. It's one of my most recent videos. I'm going to set the decay to 5, like before. I'm going to speed through this because, like I said, I've done a tutorial on this. So we're just going to turn this down, add this in, right here. And I'm going to add a camel crusher with the British clean preset. Make sure you turn it down because it does really enhance the sound. There we go. I think the problem I've done before was I right click the channel and click route to this track only. You don't want to do that. Just click the arrow. Because it completely made the reverb muddy, as you heard there. So as you can tell, everything on this channel strip here isn't affecting the original signal of the sound. It's actually only affecting the reverb. You can see I put an EQ after to cut out the lows, a sound equalizer to beef it up, and obviously the limiter which is doing the sidechain reverb. I'm just going to add a fruity balance, just to turn it up a couple dB. And we're going to delete this second half and just do the recurring, because the key of the song is D sharp. And we're going to loop this. And again, it's pretty much identical to what we did with the vocal and the snare. It's mainly about volume, taking a slight bit of volume out on the second half, doing some reverbs, tricks. It sucks the energy out of the sounds. To the ear, it sounds like something's going on. You don't really know what. It just builds really like a nice bit of energy and tension. So this right here will build up like that. And then what we're going to do for this one, which is different to the other one, is we're going to create an automation clip for the high pass, like that. And then this will make the sound incredibly thin. And you can hear that really, really hissy sound, so that's why we also create an automation clip for the high as well, which is a lot easier if you use FabFilter Simplon. It is 10 times easier because you can also have high and low cut. So if you don't have FabFilter Simplon, definitely get that. I'm just going to do a nice little dip like that. You can see the sound still sounds a little bit muddy. There we go. You can also hear in the original cloud the stems. This is from one of KVU's sample packs they gave out. I think it's this one here. But there's one sound I can hear that's building up, and it has a lot of low end in. I'm not really sure which one it is. I think it's this sound here, I think. Yeah. So what you'd also want to do here is add an EQ onto this. Anything that's got like these kind of like 100, 150 below frequencies is what you want to do this technique with, is to suck the low end out, just to, because otherwise when the drop hits you'll have the sub from the kick and it doesn't hit as hard, so to say, because your ear is used to hearing that sub frequency. So I think it's this one here. I'm just going to copy the point and the same as before. Nice. So now the build-ups with all the snare, the melody, the vocal sounds like this. Obviously, the main lead is from the original KVU track, so it is going to be different to what it sounds like here. It's just that they probably use the Husman heroic sound layered in with this, so don't be discouraged by that. It's still the same process either time. Now the last thing we're going to do is on the master channel we're going to add a fruity stereo enhancer. Obviously, if you drag the knob to the left, it makes it more stereo. If you drag it to the right, it makes it more mono. You can also use this knob here on the master. It's the same thing, left stereo, right mono. It's just I usually put the stereo enhancer on. We create an automation clip, and if you copy the value from about 75% or 80% and then reset it. In the build up here, we want it to go mono all the way up until the last bar of the build up, and then we're going to do the point here. So similar to the snare reverb, the second bar in goes mono, it slowly goes mono, and then on the last bar it goes all the way back down to the middle, so it sounds like this. So you can hear everything, literally everything, because it's on the master channel. It's all being pushed to mono, so it sounds like it's coming in to the middle of your head, in your ears, if you're listening on speakers and headphones. If you wanted to exaggerate it, you can just literally turn it up to 100%. And then when the drop sips comes in and everything, it's all stereo again, everything's been panned and stuff like that, so it hit 10 times harder. So yeah, we're going to turn off these effects, and then we're going to compare before and after. So we're going to just take that away, and this is before. That was before. If we add this back in and unmute everything else, this is after. So that's that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, helps the channel grow, makes me happy. I really hope you actually learned something today. If you didn't, let me know in the comments, I'll try and help you out. I've got another video coming out on Monday, since I'm going away on the weekend. I'm also doing another live stream on Tuesday. I got an incredible amount of demos last live stream and I was overwhelmed, so I didn't have enough time to listen to them all. Also have another 10-minute challenge coming out, and I'm also so close to 10,000 subscribers, which I'm absolutely mind blown over. Never expected to reach this high. I'm that for the special video I'm giving out as a free sample pack. So let me know. I'm doing 3 genres. I'm not sure which ones yet. I'm going to leave it up to you people to decide. I'm doing 3 genres. I'm doing a nice little mini sample pack for each genre. So if you want big room, progressive, future house, I can do them 3 for the free sample pack. Just let me know in the comments which the genres you would like. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good day.